Hey guys, how's it going? It is Smalls Gaming, and in today's video I'm gonna be showing off a QXR Gunsmith. And today's video is a special one just because I'm gonna be providing three builds: my main build, a fast mobility build, and a ranged build, which are gonna be perfect for this build. And just before we start the video, just make sure to go check out my socials down in the description. But let's get straight into it. Hey guys, how's it going? So with the new patch notes that got released a few days ago, came a new buff to the QXR. So the QXR got a fire rate buff, which increased its base fire from 800 to 872. And with the enhanced bolt, which increases your fire rate, went from 1920 to over 1000, which makes this the second fastest firing gun in the game, paired right next to the Fennec, which is the fastest firing gun in the game. Next is the damage range increase, which is probably gonna make the QXR broken, and the recoil change, which the recoil change before was a kind of like a zigzag recoil pattern, and now it's pretty much like a vertical pattern which goes up and to the left. And with the zigzag, obviously I think it went left, right, and then left again, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll probably take a screenshot here and attach it right there. And then the QXR has always been a good weapon, or at least a decent weapon. When I played ranked last season and I made videos on it, I always used the QXR. I always felt good, and this was the meta SMG before the QQ9 got buffed. And I just never used it. I liked the QQ9, but when it got buffed, the movement speed was just way too fast for me, so I switched to the QXR, and it was really good. And with the three builds, I'm just gonna be providing, like with the high mobility build, not a lot of players are gonna be using this, but now with the ADS time increase, which brought it up from 240 up to 260, so maybe this is gonna be a more viable build now. And then we obviously have the build that most pro players use, and then the build I use. So let's go into the attachments real quick. So for my build, I use the monolithic suppressor for sound suppression and damage range, and the QXR has good damage range, so we want to obviously increase that. We have the MIP barrel short, or you can use no stock for this. Personally, I like using the MIP barrel short, but now with with the ADS time increase, I'll probably switch to the no stock. Next is the tactical laser, which is going to increase our ADS speed and bullet spread accuracy. And then granulated grip tip to increase our accuracy over range. And then we have the enhanced bolt perk, which is going to increase our time to kill, which is going to bring it up from 1920 to over 1000. And having that time to kill is just going to be insane. And this build is kind of meant for close range and long range encounters, just to balance between the two, and the rest are just going to be for obviously just close range or just long range, but I like to have a balance between the two. Next is the fast mobility build, and for that we want to use no stock, the MIP barrel short, and the tactical laser to increase our ADS speed and movement speed. And the tactical laser is obviously going to increase our bullet spread accuracy. And then next, this one's up to you. You can use the granulated grip tip for more accuracy, but since this is going to be a close range build, you would think so that bullet spread accuracy doesn't really matter, but it still kind of matters if you still want to play a little bit slower. And you can use the monolithic suppressor instead of the granulated grip tip if you don't want to use it. This is just because the QXR has a good bullet spread accuracy score and makes the granulated grip not really needed on the QXR. And then obviously the enhanced bolt perk, which is going to bring up your time to kill. And this is just a build strictly for close range. You can obviously use it for long range, but it's probably not going to hit a lot of shots. You're probably not going to hit much at those longer ranges. So try to play really aggressive with this build, and it's just going to help you win a lot of those fights with faster ADS speed than most guns. And then next is the long range build, which for that you want to use the monolithic suppressor and the marksman barrel, which are going to increase your damage range. You're going to have sound suppression with that too, and the marksman barrel is just going to increase your recoil control, your bullet spread accuracy, and obviously that damage range. And then we have no stock to kind of work for the monolithic suppressor and marksman barrel, because both of those paired together are just going to make the ADS speed slow, because the marksman barrel affects your ADS speed by, like, I would say 16%. I'll show you guys the stats right here, and your movement speed. And marksman barrel is typically not a really good attachment, but for SMGs it's kind of good. And then we have the enhanced bolt perk and the tactical laser for ADS speed and movement speed, bullet spread accuracy. And the QXR has been good since last season. I enjoyed it. I liked it more than the QQ9. And this is just gonna be good because I don't think you really need a red dot for this gun. The iron sights are great. The base mag is great. You have 40 bullets. If you do want to use the extended mag for any of the builds, you can remove the monolithic suppressor in the main build. You can remove probably obviously the granulated or the monolithic suppressor from the fast mobility build, or you can remove the tactical laser, or actually you can remove the monolithic suppressor or the marksman barrel, whichever one you want. But I would really recommend you put in an extended mag on the long range build, just because you can't really use an extended mag on it, just because pretty much everything is just going to help your range and your recoil control and your ADS speed. So if you do want to use a red dot or an extended mag, I would recommend to remove those attachments from the main build or the fast mobility build. And the QXR is just a really great gun at the moment, but other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
It's that good feeling, show me you're with it. Iced out watch, now she knows I'm winning. It's that good feeling, show me your